Anyway, fixing to get into a hive and see what's going on. Maybe pull some brood. Go in this little 2-frame nook. I got some queens. Pull some of this down so it don't swarm. If it's really strong, like I figure, pretty strong. Like that there. I got a feed rim on. Give this hive a pollen patty a while back, but I put the feeder rim on, not the feed. I did it because it was getting hot, just to give them a little more hangout room and a little more room to ventilate. Let's see if I can get some of these girls down. Little girls. Let's go this way. Sorry about the camera work. Not paying attention. Move it. There you go. That's what I want smashed. Alright. Oh, girls got glued. Girls. A little bit of nectar. We're starting to get a little flow on some days. Some days they just hang out till they're not wanting to go down. It's evening time. They're pretty guarding this time of year. Another full of nectar. I thought I seen a mite on one of them. Y'all, I got some gorgeous queens, gorgeous virgins. That's why I'm doing this. Alright, so you girls are getting some flow. Thank God. You can see it around the brood area. Brood's hatching. They're filling it. Some sumac. Man, wish I had a tripod. Wow. Right in the center of the nest. Packed. So these girls probably thinking of winter already. A lot of times it's kind of tricky for me because they build their winter nest, they want that honey above them. And but still yet, these queens are prolific. If they don't have no room, they'll swarm. Come on, girls, move. Bam, now we're talking. Bam, there's another one. So that can be the one I use for a split and to pull some of the strength off of this thing. Pretty strong. Make sure there ain't a queen on that frame. And I do stuff by fly, by the seat of my pants usually. So, in a perfect world, you could put brood over excluder, let the nurse bees come back up, and then you'd only have nurse bees after shaking the bees down. But I never do that, honestly. I don't know, man. It's a good deal, but it's just quicker for me to just reach in there and grab it, you know. All right, look at that white capping. So we're getting some flow, and I am so happy. It has been a terribly long dearth. Longest one in 3 years. Watch out, girls. Don't want to smash anybody flipping the frame around. So, there's another one. And I'm not going to disturb everything. That's another one. I don't know if y'all can see, but it's solid brood. Hell, what did I pull it? Was solid, hatching out, laid back up. Where you at, queen? You on here? Both sides. I did puff a little smoke on them when I shoved her down. She's laid it back up though. They need a super. You see all that nectar they're putting in there where it's hatching? They need a super. I'm gonna give them a foundation to make them draw it. Hopefully burn some of that up. And I gotta get a super on this one, and probably some other ones. And man, I don't know. I'm swamped. I tell my wife earlier, I just have this feeling, you know, like in my spirit, just keep going, keep going, keep going. And so that's what I'm doing. Just I don't understand some things, but I don't know, man. I'm spiritual. I feel like God's telling me to do something. I do it. Years ago, I didn't listen, and I paid severely for it. And I'm pretty hard-headed, so sometimes I got to get beat down pretty good to listen. And I've been through enough. I don't try to be obedient anymore. That's me. Y'all believe how you want to believe. That's how I believe. So, I'm going to throw a foundation in here, and these girls need excluder. A super. I'm not going to put excluder on here. So, I like to give my queens room to do as they please. And I do cram some down and do single hives, but I really like that second box, so that the first box ends up with a bunch of pollen in the winter, so they have a bunch of pollen to brood up in the spring. And then that single box, you just don't have it. Now, you can get away with singles here, because one thing, and it could be different in different areas, but where I'm at, the bees almost always bring in pollen. Like a lot of times you'll notice my little splits, I don't give them a pollen frame. It's because they bring in pollen, man, almost always. It might not be the greatest pollen, but they can always find pollen, it seems like. So, not nectar, but pollen. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Fixing to, as soon as this noisy tractor's gone, show y'all some queen cells. So Anyway, y'all have a good day. Thought I'd bring you along. See ya.